Good morning, cyber friend. This is me, the man, coming back at you from Walker Studio, and we giving God all the honor and praise as usual, and we thank Him for each and every one of you, my cyber friends. Y'all know who you are. I just come back to make a brief announcement on, hopefully on tomorrow night on Bible study. We will be having Bible study as usual. There's a lot of things going on now, revival meetings as well as church anniversaries and things have kicked in, but nevertheless it should not ever interrupt the Bible study because of the fact that I have my Bible study at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Normally I'm back, it's just according to where I have to travel. I'm mostly back by that time, and we are still going to have Bible study as usual. I want to say to my viewers, those that do view these videos and listen to my Bible study, I want to clear a few things up, y'all. I speak the word of truth to the best of my ability. I can't help but tell the truth. Now, according to what I know and what the Spirit of the living God gives me. And whatever the Spirit gives me, I'm gonna speak. I will speak that and to declare the truth between the living as well as the dead. We are, as Christians, as followers of Jesus Christ, that go for you and anybody else that are followers of Christ. We must tell the truth. We must speak the truth, and we must be a light everywhere we go. And let me tell you something, y'all. Regardless of whether you know it or not, you are a light everywhere you go. People are looking at your life, and they are looking to see, does your lifestyle line up with your profession? In other words, do you just talk the talk and don't walk the walk? No one really cares anything about that. And that's how come I try. God knows, none of us perfect, y'all. And I may slip, you may slip, but let it be a slip. Don't just be a scoundrel on purpose. You understand what I'm saying? Just don't be negative on purpose. And in other words, we all have certain things that we have to deal with in life. No one is exempt from trouble. Y'all remember the song that Marvin Gaye did years ago about Trouble Man? He said there's three certainties in life: taxes, death, and trouble. And no one is exempt from any of the three. We all gonna have trouble. We all, if Jesus is coming, we all got to die. And when we certainly, if you're old enough, you're gonna pay taxes. And even to you're a child, if you go to the candy store, in other words, you buy enough candy to be worth up to over 50 cents, you're going to pay a little tax on that too. So even children get taxed. So taxes, death, and trouble are certainties. But we deal with it. You know what I mean? And it ain't easy. It ain't easy. God knows it's not easy, but we got to speak the truth. Now, a lot of times people get offended when we speak the truth, because a lot of people don't believe what you believe. And I can deal with that. I don't get offended because people don't believe like I believe. But I'm not going to change my belief system because you don't believe it. I'm going to stick to my belief system until the Lord shows me where I'm wrong. Then I change. But unless the Lord say so, I don't change because of what mankind or what men or women might think, or get upset and whatnot. And God knows I've lived these 57 years, and I done been in a lot of things. I done been in a lot of mess too, and done did a lot of wrongdoing. I confess to God about that, in other words, and I'm forgiven. I'm not worried about my past. It's gone. It's in the past. I can't do nothing about that. Only thing I can deal with is the present, and that is what I'm asking y'all to do. Deal with everybody fairly. Don't lay your hands on a person too quick until you know the whole story. This is what I say. And Middleman going to come on tomorrow night, 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, with the Bible study. I don't know whether or not that my sister Tina Seeley is going to be present or not. Because like I say, we got a lot of revival meetings going on. And sometimes these revival meetings be out of town, a distance. It takes a little while to get to and fro back from church to your homestead. And so I don't know whether or not she will even be able to try to teach tomorrow night or not. She hadn't let me know. She hadn't contacted me at any rate to see that she want to do it. But y'all know me, the captain. I'm the captain of that vessel. So it's my job to do that Bible study regardless of anybody don't show up. And matter of fact, you know what I mean? I understand that in these days and time that we're living in, a lot of people do not want to hear the truth. A lot of people could care less about the truth. Everybody want to do their own thing. And you know what? That's your prerogative. It's your prerogative. But I'm just saying, it is Middleman proud that me as well, I don't want to be disqualified. I don't want to do all this piano playing people and all this keyboard playing and singing and whatnot. And going to and fro to church and service and everything, and then stand before God and be disqualified myself. No, I'm going to try to do it pure in heart shall see God. That's according to the scripture. So I got some announcement that I want to make, but I will hold them for right now, and hopefully I will be able to make these announcements on tomorrow night during the Bible study, which will be live streamed on YouTube. So all of you, my faithful followers, I hate to call y'all followers. I'm not Jesus Christ, but y'all are my contacts and my subscribers that you seem to kind of like what I do. I just solicit your prayers. I solicit your prayer. Middleman is not looking for monetary compensation from nothing and nothing I do. For I do what I do unto the Lord. But the Bible does say that a laborer is worthy of his hire. In other words, you do not muzzle the ox that treaded out the corn. Let me tell y'all something about Middleman. I'm a musician. I try not to even mention the fact that I went to college. I have 6 years of college in this music stuff, music and business people. I spent 6 years of it. 6 years in college, 2 in junior college, 4 at the senior college level. When I graduated, I transferred on to a 4-year school, which was Berry College in Rome, Georgia, and I stayed there from '84 to '88, concentrating in music and business. So, but I don't brag on that. I thank God for being able to learn what I learned from my professors that I love, each and every one of them. But I got some that I hold in high esteem. Like I told y'all about my piano instructor, my first piano instructor, Connie. Connie, we call her Connie, but her name was Constance Hunt. But she's married my music theory the head of the department in the music department at Andrew. His name was Jim Rose. James, you want to call him that. Both were my very first mentors in my music career starting. They taught me the rope. Miss Connie So Bad and Mr. Rose. They were great people. And went on from there, and then when I graduated in '84, I went on and spent 4 more years working toward a double major I was trying to at Berry. Fell short, got into some things that I shouldn't have got into, people. Living lifestyles I shouldn't have got into. All of that had a detriment. I had a great effect on my performance. And I ended up being about maybe 12 electives short, and I pulled on out of school and went on into the military. So that just showed you how close I was to my full double major as a bachelor's of music and business. But I don't brag on that. I thank God that I am a child of the living God. And what I do it from my heart. I love music, I always have. And I would do it I would do it if nothing else. I would do it. You don't have to make me do it. You don't have to force me or coerce me to do it. I would do music regardless, and for the service of the Lord. Now I know I've seen a lot of people deal with that on the internet, especially videos on YouTube as of such, about musicians, should musicians be paid in the church, and I done seen a lot of argument. One said this, one said that, but let me tell you something. I just said it a while ago. You don't muzzle the ox to tread out the corn. Your gifts are given to you by God for your goal, so now you be the judge of it. In other words, we need to stop judging each other in a way. Like, okay, if one musician want to play and don't want to get no compensated for it, that's his or her prerogative. That's their prerogative. And if another musician play and he does get compensated, don't judge him and knock him or her over the head because they get compensated. One wanted, one didn't. Either way, they're okay with me. I ain't got no problem with it not well the other. Like I said, many man does not have a heaven or hell to put anybody. But if you notice one thing, and I'm gonna end this video, I don't want to make it too long. When Jesus used Peter's boat, y'all remember that? When Jesus used Peter's boat to preach from, look what Jesus did for him after the fact. He sent them out and they got a great catch. So many fish, they had to call in their partners in other boats to come, and they were filled up to the thing. So you see, think about it now. Jesus used Peter's boat. Peter didn't charge him a dime. Peter never said, okay, I'm going to have to charge you this and that. No, Peter just let him use the boat. But Jesus had plenty of sense. He had sense enough to know that there's nothing wrong with compensating someone when they have rendered you a service. Y'all, let me tell you something. I had to pay just as much money for my books when I was going to college as a doctor and a lawyer and all of this such. We all went to school. And I had to, in some of the cases, my books cost me even more than their books. But let me tell you, now, why not you would want to compensate me for my services as a musician? And I went to school and I paid for my book, but you don't have a problem compensating a doctor. And a lot of times when you go to the hospital, you don't even see a doctor. But every time you go, I bet you one get paid. So I'm just saying, just think about that. Just think about that. When you go see a lawyer, you compensate the lawyer. You get a plumber, you pay the plumber. Or the electrician, you pay them. Why? For their knowledge. I do also computer tech work. I'm a computer tech. I don't claim to know it all, but I do know some. And I had one of my clients, one of my best clients, that told me. I remember he telling me one time. He said, "No," said, I don't pay you by no hour for what you do by the minute or the hour. I pay you for what you know." So in other words, people, sometimes I think we can get a little too harsh on people. Like I say, regardless of how much the salary that a musician or be paid inside the church, I'm a deacon, and I don't have a problem with that. If they are serving good, give them what they worth if you can. And I do believe even if you had a person in your church like Ray Charles, they would give you and render you the best service they could do if you would just treat them right. A lot of times it ain't the amount of money that you give one, but it's the respect that you give them and you treat them right and honor them when honor is due. That's all I'm going to say about that. Got some announcements, like I said, on tomorrow night. Hopefully I will be able to announce some things that I got going on and everything. And we just going to settle that right here. And like I said, y'all, remember, Middleman from his heart, I try to tell the truth from the Bible, nothing else. And now look, I judge nobody. I judge nobody. No, you wouldn't. Middleman knows better. I judge nobody, but I must tell the truth. Now, if anyone gets upset at Middleman for telling the truth, then I'm so sorry. But I'm going to still tell the truth. to the best of my ability and knowledge, coming from the Holy Bible and from God himself by the Holy Spirit. With that being said, whatever you get into, if God is not in it, please, ma'am, please, sir, come on out of it, because it's going to come to nothing. Until the next Bible study, next video, whichever comes first, this is Mitty Man saying peace and good morning.